Real Nerds is a proud partner of the Denver Podcast Network. In the shadow of the mountains,
we speak. Hello, everybody. I'm JD Lopez, the host of Left Hand Right Brain. It's a free-flowing, wide-ranging conversation that I have with artists doing interesting and creative things here in Denver and beyond. We talk about their personal stories, break down their creative process, and what motivates them. Spoiler alert, it's mostly spite. We talk about all these things and more while kicking back, cracking wise, and always having a good time. You can find old episodes and everything you need to know at lefthandrightbrainpod.com.
Oh, hi, podcast listeners. There's many ways you can listen to the Real Nerds podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes. You can also subscribe on Stitcher Radio. You want to send us a Twitter message? You can do that. It's so easy, at Real Nerds. Like us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. You can visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com, where there'll be a lot of articles for you to not only read, but to listen to our previous shows. You can also call us, 720-6nerds5. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Jonathan Tiersten from The Perfect House and Sleepaway Camp, and you are listening to the Real Nerds Podcast.
Welcome to another Real Nerds Podcast interview from Denver Pop Culture Con 2019. Hope you enjoy.
Welcome to Denver Pop Culture Con 2019. I'm here at the Real Nerds Podcast booth, and I'm joined by Oliver and Grace. Say hello, guys.
Hi.
So what did you want to come here and chat with us about today?
All right. You want to start?
Do you want to
start?
Okay. Who's starting?
I'll start. Okay.
All right, you start.
So we had this conspiracy that all the celebrities here, like the reason that they're paid, or like we have to pay for them to come here, is so that they can fund it, so that in the future they don't actually have the celebrities here, and it's just kind of like a
So,
a hologram almost.
yeah. So okay. So the way I see it is, those aren't the real celebrities. They're charging us money to take pictures and have their autographs and stuff, so that they can fund an underground experiment to clone the actual celebrities.
Right on. So let's buy into this world for a second. Let's experiment with it. Okay, so far back as I can remember from every con that I've been to, as far as I know, the people that I paid to have autographs with, in the dorkiest ways possible, always seemed like they had their actual skin on. So are we talking holograms here? Are we talking androids? What are we talking about here?
Talking about a way so that
I think they're androids currently.
Androids?
Yeah.
This is sophisticated work here, if that's the case.
Yes.
I feel like, Denver Comic-Con is getting bigger and bigger. Obviously, they're going to want other celebrities at other conventions. I feel like, as of now, these are the real celebrities, but then in the future, I don't think that, with the amount of cons that are slowly expanding, they're not going to have enough money to fund the celebrities to get there in the future.
Because there would be too many across the country to warrant having all those celebrities in there. So what you do is you send off those doppelgangers.
Yeah.
So then they'd have to be very clever in the social media pages in scheduling it out so it doesn't look like they're in the same place at once.
Exactly.
Ah, okay.
And it's I've been coming, this is my 4th year here. So in the past, it wasn't as expensive. It wasn't as, crowded. But then, it's becoming more expensive. Last year, I had to pay to meet someone that I really wanted to see.
Right.
And I feel like they're just trying to raise the prices in order to fund this so that the celebrities don't have to be in person.
Really? Mm-hmm. So you've been going in here for 4 years?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you started out here, did you have to pay to initially get celebrity photos and stuff like that?
I think it was less expensive because now it's currently ranging from $30 to $60.
$30 for an autograph, $40 to take a picture.
Yeah, but in the past it was $10 autograph, $20 at the most for a picture.
Now, have you met with deterrency on this theory of yours from other people?
Not yet.
Have you spoken to Comic-Con officially about it, or Pop Culture Con about it? No. Okay, well, don't worry. We will not spill the secret.
Thank you. We don't want that out.
No, we will not spill that secret to them.
All right.
Okay, so within this theory of yours, so Do you think then, as a result, the holograms will get more sophisticated, therefore, like, bigger celebrities?
Yeah.
Do you think we'll, like, I mean, like, I guess Johnny Depp doesn't count right now because he's into some weird shit, but we're talking, like, I don't know, like, we had Momoa here last year. So it's not unreasonable to think we might not get a Henry Cavill or anybody come down the pipeline anytime soon.
We even had Stan Lee, I think, a year ago or 2 years ago.
2 years ago before he passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they could, if it's funded enough, like, they could bring back, like, Stan Lee in a hologram. I feel like people would pay to see that.
Who, if you had any celebrity from the past that is currently now passed away to come back in hologram form or android form, which I'm actually down with the android theory because I've been rewatching TNG a lot lately, and that makes me just wish there was an actual Brett Spiner robot.
Yes.
So if the android or hologram, whichever one, which one would you want to see the most and why?
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry?
Yes.
Right on.
He died pretty recently. At first, like, I started to hear about him because I watched Riverdale, and kind of cheesy, but, like, it was a cool show.
Right on.
And then my mom, like, showed me that when he was, like, in his previous shows, and I'm like, he just seems like a really cool guy. He seems pretty down to
90210,
earth.
yeah.
See, you know him from Riverdale. I know him from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
I know him as Pike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I feel like, okay, this question will almost certainly, I don't know, I feel like the most common answer for this, for, like, which celebrity would you bring back to meet? I feel like the most common answer would probably be Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury?
Because, like, you know.
Yeah.
Do you well, now Freddie Mercury did do the soundtrack for the Flash Gordon film back in the 80s, so it does count that he would come into this kind of atmosphere and whatnot. Do you think he'd be happy to be back?
I don't know.
think he would, given everything that's going on.
Yeah, actually, you know what? You're right.
I think, like, with the most recent Bohemian Rhapsody movie, I bet he would even be disappointed with that.
If I had to, if his opinion of it is similar to mine, then he would not be happy with anybody involved in that movie right now. So with this whole theory, to wrap it all up, so they're bringing them in, and they can overlap in different cities. So basically, George Takei can be here and also in San Diego if he wanted to.
Do you think that the conventions would want that information to get out, or they want the people to think that it's the real ones? That's what I was considering.
I think they'd probably want that to, like, keep that under wraps.
Yeah.
So people feel like they're meeting the real thing, or they think they're meeting the real thing. So
well, yeah, because they want to sell an authentic experience, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Oliver and Grace, for blowing my mind away. This has been Real Nerds Podcast, live at Denver Pop Culture Con. Zach talking with Oliver and Grace. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
This has been another Real Nerds Podcast interview from Denver Pop Culture Con 2019. See you next year.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Real Nerds Podcast. Real Nerds Podcast is a production of Nebulous Visions Multimedia. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill and Plan 9 Studios for our kick-ass theme song. Also, if you're in the Denver area and you're looking for a cool place to see movies, we see them at the Alamo Draft House in Littleton and now also in Sloan's Lake. Thank you to Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics for supplying us with all our comic needs, especially you, Andrew. You know who you are. And a big shout out to James's mom. I'm giving you an electronic hug that you can feel through the airwaves. Thanks for listening, and have a nice day.